Welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm going to be working on my Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. Challenge number 2. Challenge number 2 is to use this die cut, a family die cut, and the Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide Spray. I'm also going to be working on Scraptember. And for Scraptember, the prompt is do a monochromatic layout. So I have pulled out some of the purple things in my Counterfeit kit to play with. Piece of white cardstock. There's a photo in here somewhere, I think. Oh, here it is. This is a photo of my husband and I with almost all of our children. We are missing our oldest child in this photo, and of course we have 2 of our kids as spouses in this photo. So I'm going to go ahead and get some mixed media going. I was going to do some stenciling with my Sweet Rush X's and O's stencil that I love so much, and some solar paste. I chose this one. It's called Royal Flush. I'm going to use it on white cardstock, so it will be a little more subtle than if I had chosen to use it on black. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and I'm going to get started. So I am just going to be randomly putting some stenciling onto this layout. Now I already mentioned that because I'm using white cardstock and not a black or dark cardstock, the solar paste is only going to show a subtle shimmer. In person you can see the purple colors, but I can't even get it to come through on camera at all, not even with a still shot. So you'll just have to take my word for it that it actually is shimmery and it has a beautiful light purple sheen to it. And really, this is all that I'm going to do, and I'm going to let this dry. Next up, because it is now dried, I'm going to take the heart stencil. I believe this stencil is also from Sweet Rush. And I am going to stencil hearts all the way around the outside perimeter of my white cardstock. Now, initially, I wasn't going to do this, but I tried to build the layout off camera with just what I had, and it was just a little bleh. So I went ahead and decided to do some stenciling, and at this point I'm crossing my fingers figuratively that it's going to look the way that I would like it to look. And so I'm just using this milled lavender distress oxide to do this stenciling. You may be wondering why I have a piece of washi tape on this stencil. I use the washi tape to tack down my stencil, and at first when I started I didn't, and I was having a little bit of trouble with it moving. I know that I can use the pixie spray to do the stencil, but I haven't actually ever had great luck with the pixie spray. Maybe I need to give it another go when I'm not in a hurry and try it again. But anyway, I just used that little piece of washi tape to tack down my stencil to my glass mat. It helps with moving it, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to get all the way around the edges. Now when I get finished, I notice at the top that some of my hearts don't go all the way to the edge in that top left corner, and I do go back and add some more so that it looks continuous there. And I was really pleased with the way that this stenciling turned out in the end. The next little bit that you see me do actually has nothing to do with the layout. It just has to do with the way that I am beginning to store my smaller stencils. I am putting them in an Avery L envelope with a piece of white cardstock backing them, and as I use one of them, I'm putting the stencil work on the back. So the next thing I'm going to do is I took that seedless preserve and I smushed it onto my glass mat, and I'm going to put some splatters on this layout all over the place, just kind of get another shade of purple on here. And this really looks good off camera. I know you can't really see it real well on camera. You'll be able to see it in the close-ups real well at the end of the video. I let the splatters dry thoroughly, and now I'm going to go ahead and start building this layout. So what you see in this mess on screen is I dug through my box of flowers. These are the flowers that are kind of like Prima flowers. Most of them are Prima flowers, but some of them are like the Hobby Lobby brand or the Michaels brand, wherever I could get them on sale. I have those sorted into one of those photo boxes by color in Ziploc bags. So I just dumped my purples out onto the space so that I could dig through them, and I was going to make sure I added some of these to the layout. It's a good way to add some more embellishment since I mostly only have wordy bits in my kit left that are purple. So I have backed my cut file with papers from my Counterfeit kit. I did that off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and add this foam adhesive on it so that it is level with the photo, because I also added fun foam to the back of my photo. I also put my 49 in Market acetate leaves and butterflies in my Counterfeit kit this month, and I didn't show it at the beginning of the video, but I went ahead and pulled those out of my kit. I keep my kits in an iris case, and they sit on the floor next to my workspace so that I can dig through my kit whenever I want to scrapbook during the month. And so here I'm just going to start building this layout a little bit. I have already set aside bits and pieces that I know that I'm going to use, like these leaves and these flowers and this circle tag that says this. At the top I have all of those tickets and other ephemera pieces, layering pieces that you saw at the beginning of the video. And now I'm just going to layer them behind the photo along just the top. The bottom of the photo is going to have a place for journaling and a few flower embellishments. And really, pretty much, this layout just goes together really this quickly. I am adding the phrase best ever to the top of my family die cut, and I'm going to add some butterflies and some more of the acetate leaf sets. I put a flower in the middle of my A. I have the piece that went there, but off camera several weeks ago I actually colored this, and the middle piece had a lot of green in it and not purple, so I'm just leaving it out and adding a flower in place of it. These flowers, like I said, came from many different sources, and I'm just kind of playing with their placement right now. I believe that heart actually gets moved over to the left-hand side of the picture off camera when I start gluing. I don't know if you also noticed, I added some of the little Nouveau baubles that I created for Forgeries on the 4th. There's a video on my channel that shows you how I did that, and so I've been trying to make sure I use them up. I am tying a purple twine bow to put at the top of my tag, and that pretty much covers what I want to do with this layout. So I was wrong. I did move that heart to the left-hand side of my photo on camera. Now I'm going to bring in some brads. Brads and flowers are about the only things that I sort by color in my stash. I sort my inks by color, but as far as embellishments go, brads and flowers are about the only thing I sort by color and still use them. So I'm going to put a light purple brad in the center of that flower that is going in the center of the A. In case you're wondering, the case that my brads are in came from Harbor Freight. You can order them online or get them in store. They're great for brads and eyelets and other small bits. All right, I am all done with this layout. I did add the hickory smoke oxide splatters, as you could probably see. And if you can't see them here, you will be able to see them in the close-ups at the end of the video. I ended up gluing everything down. For my flowers, I actually use glue dots. This one, because it is a thicker flower, I used a glue dot, and then I surrounded that glue dot with my tacky glue. So once that dries, it'll be on there really well. It's got a pointy bottom. I believe these are by Prima, and sometimes they're more glittery, blingy flowers are thicker. I don't have very many of those, but definitely wanted to get one on the page with all of this beautiful purple and lavender. Did get my journaling done. I used the tacky glue underneath to adhere the acetate. I just kind of stick it in a dark spot, like here. I stuck it in the middle of the butterfly so that it would not be seen if it didn't dry correctly. I've not had any problems with the tacky glue not drying underneath the acetate, but you know, there's always that first chance. So I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. If you have any comments or questions about my layout or any technique that I might have used on this layout, just drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure that you check out that playlist below for Scraptember. Today's prompt was monochromatic, and I used shades of purple, all shades of purple. This is for Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog, challenge number 2. I will put the blog link below so that you can check out what my fellow master forgers created using today's prompt of using our favorite things in the kit, the family cut file, and the hickory smoke distress oxide spray. So you guys have a great rest of your day and hope you have a great week. Bye.